Hey there folks, Armageddon here, bringing you another Transformers video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Kickback. Let me go and get this out there. This is, in my opinion, and I think many others, the best figure in the Fall of Cybertron line, at least in the Deluxe line. He is an outstanding figure in nearly every way. There are only a few minor complaints with him. And we'll get to those. First, we'll start off with the box. Robot mode, kickback mode, Cybertronian insect mode, twin battle blades, disc launcher. Very cool. G1 tech specs. Series 1, figure 9. Cool pictures. Bam. Another really cool picture. And that's about it. There's bio if you want to read it. Let focus. Okay, whatever. We're not here to look at a box. We're here to look at this guy. And first things first, I don't know if I got this guy transformed right. I don't like to read the instructions. I kind of went by my own guesstimations, and this is going to be the first time I've actually taken him from insect to robot mode. So we're going to kind of go on a little adventure here, see if we can't get him right. The insect mode, it's okay. They did the best they could with. I mean, really, this is pretty good for an Insecticon. I mean, it looks okay. I like the wings that they've got going on here. The very kickback wings, clear translucent purple, and they remove. The one problem is here on the torso, this part right here doesn't. These do not like to stay pegged together. But I didn't buy this figure for the insect mode. I bought it for the super awesome robot mode. The colors on him are excellent. I love the bright purples. I love these here in his joints. They almost look like turbines. They're really awesome. There's little insect feet here. Just and all around. The only real disappointment is these back legs. They're his robot legs, and they just didn't do a. I don't know. They did the best they could. Here's the disc launcher he comes with. It fires discs. That's about it. We're going to talk about this more. It does store in insect mode. Take the two pegs here on the side and slide them in here on his feelers, on his little feelers, just like that, and it stores. But let's go ahead and explore and see if we can't get this transformation. Let's see how well I can do. Let's start off by removing these. Why not? That sounds good for a first step. Let's take his legs down. Why not for that too? Let's go ahead and take his arms out and take his whole torso here and flip it all the way around. I think. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and flip these legs around. They're just on a double hinge. You flip them around like that. Take this chest piece down, and with his hips together, snap that on into place. And then we will spin his head, flip these little feelers up. They're made out of really soft rubber, so we're going to just flip those around. And boom. Hey, that wasn't so bad after all. The torso, I mean, the transformation's kind of fun. It's just, it's like you would imagine. It's just kind of quirky. It's just not. Some people call it fun. I call it annoying. It's not very coordinated. You just kind of do whatever, whenever. We'll get these little feelers out of the way. Straighten these on up just to get them out of the way. With the arms, bring them down, spin them, bring them down, and slide this. You got a pin here. Slide it on forward, or up rather, I guess, whatever word you want to call it. This is fun, an exploratory transformation. Let's put his shoulder pads up and bring his chest down like this. And for now, I'm going to tilt these back, although that's not how I like them. And boom! Hey, guess what? That wasn't so bad after all. That was a little bit fun. Here we have Kickback transformed and in his robot mode. And folks, this is, like I said, without a doubt, my favorite figure in this Fall of Cybertron line. I thought that I was going to like Starscream a little bit more. This guy takes the cake. He is everything you kind of want in a deluxe figure, minus a little iffy alt mode, but he more than makes up for it in his robot mode here. Very he really does look like He looks like G1. He looks like a more modern remake of G1 Kickback. So I really do like that. I love these giant feet that he's got. He's very stable. He scales really good. As for his weapons, well, let me go ahead and describe this. His little antenna feeler, not really antennas, but his little extra pincers here, there's a couple options. Here, if you bend him down like this, that's Kickback from Fall of Cybertron. That's what he looked like. However, and I know a couple other people do it too, I like to store his little clear purple wings up here on his extra arms, and I like to leave them standing straight up like that. Makes them really tall looking, but I think it just makes it look a little more like G1 that way, just a little more reminiscent of that, and that's how I like to display him. I know a lot of people do as well. As for his weapons, he comes with the disc launcher, and unlike Starscream's weapon, I know this is obviously called the disc launcher in the game, or the gear shredder. It's called the gear shredder in the game. The biggest overkill weapon in the entire game, used by scientists. He's a scientist in the game, so they give him this weapon in the game, or in his figure. It's just, you push forward, no springs. If you put a lot of force, it's going to go further. If you just barely push it, it's just going to pop right on out. So, nothing special. It is really, really big. I don't particularly like to display mine with it, but I mean, that looks kind of cool, you know. You could also take his clear, he can also take his little wing bits and stick them here on the sides. That looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the gun. It's just a little overkill for him. Let me step aside really quick. And grab a couple for a size comparison. Here he is next to Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, his leader. They scale really good together. Actually, well, not really. I guess Shockwave should technically be a little bit higher. He should be about like that. Here he is with Starscream, who is my second favorite figure in the deluxe line. They scale okay together, I guess. So, really awesome figure, guys. Great articulation, head's on a ball joint, good range of motion there. Got ball joint on his little extra feelers up here. Arms, full 360, in and out. Bends at the elbow, rotates, wrist articulation, there we go. Legs in and out, forward back, knee articulation, and even a little bit in the foot here. So that's pretty nice. You can get some really good poses out of him if you wanted. He's just, I mean, really, guys, if you just grade him on this robot mode, he's a good 9. Maybe even go as high as 9.5. He's a really cool figure. Glad that I found him. Found him at my local Toys R Us. He's awesome. If you see him, must buy. Must buy Kickback. He is cool. 100%. Bring back in Starscream. They like to be together. Bah. But that's about it, guys. This has been Armageddon with another Transformers video review. The Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Kickback. Very nice. Thanks for watching, guys.